Hi, my name is Crystal Young. I am the IB coordinator and assistant principal here at Haines City High School. I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you and welcome you to Haines City IB and being the class of 2025. We are so excited to get to meet you and go through your educational journey with you. So first of all, congratulations. So the next thing is the reason we're doing the video is we were unable to do the one-on-one or face-to-face orientations that we've done in the past. So I sent you an email and some PowerPoints and a lot of documentation that I just wanted to take the opportunity to explain each thing with you. And then on April 15th, starting at 6 o'clock, I'm going to do a live question and answer session. So if you watch the video and look at any of the documents you received and have any more questions, I want you to log into that. So in the email that we're going to go over in just a moment, it has the link for that as well. So again, congratulations. We're so excited for all of you and cannot wait to meet you. So let's just jump on in. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is the email that I sent you. And in the email, it was just saying, congratulations and welcome, and then it has a link to the video. But if you're watching this, this means that you worked and you were able to find the video. But the next thing is the student survey. This is for course request, and we're going to go over that in just a moment on how to fill out the course request. So it has a link and a QR code for that. The next thing on the email is your live Q&A, which is April 15th, starting at 6 o'clock. You just click on that link and that'll take you to the actual live Q&A session. Proof of residence, and I'm going to go over this in more detail because not everyone needs to complete the proof of residence. This is only for certain students, but that's also in the attachment in the email. And then it has your IB contract saying these are our expectations of each student. And then it has Miss Butler. If you're going into English 1, these are English 1 only students, you will complete that summer assignment. And then there's a letter and a packet for students that are going to take geometry. Now, just as a reminder, these are only for students that are going into English 1 or going into geometry. If you are not going into either one of those classes, you do not need to do the summer assignments. So we're going to jump over to the PowerPoint now, and I want to review what we're going to go over tonight. What we're going to go over is a review of what the IB program is, what your expectations are, some bus information, how to fill out that course request, and any contact information that you would need from us. So just to review, the IB program for 9th and 10th grade is called pre-IB. The 11th and 12th grade, that is considered the IB program, and those are the college level courses. So 9th grade, you're going to be in pre-IB or AP, advanced placement classes. So transportation. So let's talk about transportation. If you are riding a bus or needing a bus for school, a part of the survey that we'll go through step by step in a moment will ask you, do you need transportation? If you say yes, I need you to make sure you put in there your correct address so I can get the correct busing for you. Now, let's talk about proofs of residence. If you are a current Polk County school student, that you go to a middle school in Polk County and it's a Polk County school, for example, Dundee Ridge or Davenport School of the Arts or Daniel Jenkins, Jewett, all of those are Polk County schools. If you're in Polk County schools and in your portal, your student portal or your parent portal, you have the correct address, I do not need any documentation from you when it comes to proof of residence. If you are enrolled in a Polk County school, but your address is not correct, then you will either need to contact the middle school and change your address at the middle school or bring in 2 proofs of residence to Haines City High School. If you're a new student to the Polk County school system, private school student, or you just moved into the area, you will actually need to come in and enroll. And that will be on June 7th is when we can start. And you can just give us a call at the school and we'll set you up an appointment and you can come in and enroll your child. I'm just going to share a couple more slides. So this is an example of our bell schedule. We're on a block schedule. We start at 7 o'clock in the morning and we finish at 1:46. We offer the following athletics, from basketball to baseball to golf, and much, much more. Here's a list of some of our clubs. These are just some. Again, we have many, many more clubs. And here's some on the academies. And also on your survey, I have a question that says, do you want any more information on sports or clubs? You can put that in that comment on the survey. And if you need to contact us over the summer, I've provided our school website, Haines City High School website, the IB website, and our contact numbers. And then I also provided contact information for myself, Miss Marcano, and Miss Hammett. Those are our core support facility members for IB, that if you need to get in contact with any of us, that is our contact. So now we got through that. So here's the biggie. We're going to start with the 9th grade course request, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step on that. This is due back to me by April 30th. And these are this is where you're picking your classes for next year. So I want to go through that and make sure you understand what you're doing and what classes you're picking. Okay, so to find the link, you can either click on the link in the email or in the PowerPoint, or scan that QR code. And the very first thing it's going to ask you is your last name. So put in your last name, then your first name, then your ID number. Remember, add 5300 and then your ID number. If you do not have an ID number, you may leave it blank. So for my students that are at private schools, you won't have an ID number. A working phone number for either parent, and a student's working number. Like if you have a cell phone, I'd like to have your number in case I need to get in touch with you over the summer about any classes or any other information. And an email address for the parent. I have student emails, so just the parent email. And then here's that question I was talking to you about, transportation. So if you click yes, then it's going to give you a box. You can then enter in the correct address. If you click no, you don't need bus information, it won't ask you that question. So if you hit yes, make sure you give me the correct address for the bus pickup. Then it's going to go into, and I'm not going to say question numbers because now numbers will be off a little bit, but it's going to ask you, what classes did you complete in high school? So did you complete algebra? Did you complete geometry, algebra 2, English 1, Spanish, or world history? So just select yes or no on those. Then if you have not taken English 1, you would pick pre-IB English 1. But I do have a few that have completed English 1. So if you have completed English 1, go ahead and then click on English 2. The next question would be, which math class do you need? So this depends on what you completed in middle school. So if you completed Algebra 1, then you would take geometry. If you completed geometry, you would take Algebra 2. If you have not completed any of them, then it would be Algebra 1. The majority of you are just going to pick biology as your science. Most schools do not offer biology in middle school, but some of you that have taken biology, you can either take physics or anatomy physiology. Our next subject, that's IB, would be our social studies. So you can either pick AP US History or US History Honors. This is how you can determine which one you would be best with. AP, remember, is on a college level. That's what advanced placement means, and you get college credit for it as long as you pass the test at the end of the year. If you are a strong writer and reader, I would recommend taking AP US History. If you do not like to write, or maybe that's not your strongest subject, then I would recommend taking US History Honors. AP US History has a lot of writing, but you do get college credit for it, and it's on a 5-point scale when it comes to doing your grades, where US History is on an honors level. So always get questions when it comes to world language. So Haines City IB, we offer 3 language classes. So one of the questions I always get is, I took Spanish in middle school, I took 1 or 2 years of it. I should be taking pre-IB Spanish 2 or 3. We recommend all students go into pre-IB Spanish 1. If you've taken multiple years of Spanish, we can have Miss Velez, our Spanish teacher, give you a test to see your competency level of it. Because IB is a 4-year language program and you will be reading, writing, and speaking it, sometimes students are not as prepared as they thought they were coming from middle school. So if you want to continue on Spanish and you've taken it multiple years, go ahead and select Spanish, and then we will, in the notes section at the bottom of your survey, you can put in there that I've taken Spanish 1 or 2. Please have Miss, please test to see if I qualify for another class, something like that. So the advantages. So let me talk about what's the advantage of taking each language, or the difference between each of these. Starting with Spanish. Spanish is a global language. It is the second most spoken language in the world. Spanish is the official language in 21 countries, with approximately 500 million people speaking Spanish worldwide. Spanish will increase your job opportunities. So picking Spanish as an IB language could be the perfect fit for you. The reason we offer German is the language of investors and inventors. The second most commonly used scientific language is German. Germany has the biggest economy in the European Union and has the 4th largest in the world. Berlin is now being called the Silicon Valley of Europe. Some of the major companies are Volkswagen, BMW. There's some large management companies, engineering and technology companies come from Germany. So if you're thinking about going into engineering or economy or something to do with technology, German is a great language to learn. French is the international language of cooking and fashion and theater and visual arts and dance and architecture. It is one of the world's largest economies, and it's the leading destination for foreign investors. France is a key economic partner. So if you're thinking about going into architecture or literature or fashion or anything with visual arts or theater or anything in the economy, having French as a second language is an asset. Think about those 3 and then pick which language you would like to do. The next thing are electives. So like I said before, is IB is 6 core subjects, and one of the core subjects is an elective. And the electives that we offer are psychology, pre-IB art, pre-IB theater, pre-IB band, orchestra, and chorus. So those are the electives that we offer here. We do offer psychology, but that's not until 11th grade. But you may pick one of these as your elective. Then there's also a video that you can watch that's Haines City High School's electives, because you also get to pick one more elective that's either you can pick IB or you can pick another elective from Haines City High School. And I actually give you your top 3 choices. So whatever you want, your first choice, your second choice, or your third choice, I do my absolute best to give you your first choice. And then the following question is interested in clubs or sports. Do you want more information? If you want any more information on, say you want more information on baseball, or if you want information on football or soccer or Impact Club or National Honor Society, any of the clubs or sports that you want additional information on, you may enter it in there. And if you have any additional questions or concerns, you may put it in the box, I think it's number 20 or 21, and you may put that there. Or if you have any concerns with like maybe a class you took that wasn't on the list, or maybe you have taken Spanish and you want to get tested to see which level of Spanish you're in. Okay, so that was the course request. So make sure you get your course request done and completed by April 30th. Once you submit it, it comes right to me. if you have any more questions after watching this video and looking at the email and going through the course request, please join us on the 15th starting at 6 o'clock. I provided you the link in the email. Please join us. I'll have a live session. I'll be there to answer any questions or concerns, or you can always email me. So thank you so much. I'm sorry it took so long. I know that was a lot of information, but I'm very excited to meet you all and really look forward to any questions that you might have. Thank you again. Have a good day. Bye-bye.